Okay, so we're back. This is Lab 104, Part 1, using PWM and 4 statements and the mapping function, although we're not going to use the mapping function today. Today we are just going to explore some different ways to fade an LED in and out. So the guys here, Brielle and Logan, have decided that they want to do a complete hookup all alone. So we're going to let them have at it. We might check their work, or we might just see if it lets the smoke out. So here we go. Let's start hooking up. Brielle's going to start with all the connections from the Arduino Uno to the breadboard. And then Logan's going to hook up the LED, and after the LED, later on, Logan's going to have a little surprise. I'm going to go ahead and give Bree the heads up that she may want to recheck that ground wire. There you go. Okay, so push those out. So Logan's got the important task of remembering which way the LED hooks up. What are you going to use to remember which is the positive side of the LED? What are you going to use? The small flag? The long leg?
Memory.
Your memory of what, though?
You telling me?
You telling you which side's... You said the long leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the long leg. Bree's getting crazy with the colors here. What's up, Logan?
Nothing.
Nothing. Alright. Are you going to go ahead and hook the switch up right now also? Or the button?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not going to use the button on the first part of the code, but we might as well hook it up now. You'll notice that we are missing the potentiometer, just to keep everything clean and a little bit easier to see what's going on. We went ahead and left that off. Alright, so we have our input on pin 13. Now Logan's got to hook up the LED. Here we go. Do you remember which side's positive?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get it in? Yep, you did. Okay, now you got to get the signal wire hooked up. I think we're good. Okay, so hop over here into the computer. We'll keep this rolling so you can keep an eye on what happens. We have our code already done up. We'll go ahead and copy it. Okay, so we're going to click, Control A to select all, Control V to paste. Plug in our Arduino Uno, and I already checked. We are on we're on COM 4. So we will go ahead and upload our sketch. And see if we were successful. It looks like we were successful. And there goes our LED. Dun, dun. Blinking, blink. So, this is what we were talking about. It's way more noticeable here. We can see the individual steps of the LED getting brighter. And Again, this code would be very difficult to use for long term. Yes, Logan. The button doesn't do anything yet.
When are we going to use the button though?
The button was the special stuff, so we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna do the second part. Okay, so now we're back into Blockly. We're going to select our second code, which has the count by and the variable I. Yes, it uses the for statement. You are correct, Brielle. And what is special about this one, Brie? Do you remember from reading? It makes it easy to make changes, and it should be a smooth counting. So we're going to go ahead and view the code. We'll copy it. Here we are, back in the sketcher. We're going to select all with Control A. We are going to paste with Control V. And let's go ahead and upload our code. It looks like it uploaded. Look at the LED. Look at how much smoother that is. Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Don't sound so excited. Okay. So that's the end of the actual lab. The next portion of the lab has to do with the bonus, which is integrating the button into the code, which we've already gone over in the previous video. So I will just hop over into Blockly, copy the code, and come back into Sketcher here, and we will upload it. Okay, so we are back here in Blockly. I just wanted to reiterate, we are on digital pin 13, which is Brielle hooked up over here. She does appear to be missing something on that button now that I think about it. Yeah, maybe I should let that. Okay, you can use the other one. Let's see if she gets it hooked up. Alright, so while she's finishing that up, I'm going to go ahead and copy this code. We see over here that we want it to go high, so she got it right. She hooked it up to the positive. Alright, we're back here in the sketcher. We're going to select all, paste, and upload our code. Now, if everything goes, our LED should turn off, but it's not. So what is the problem here? Let's see what happens if we disconnect this. Reset. Alright, so we're back. We figured out what happened. Logan, why don't you go ahead and give that button a press. Hold it down. There we go. And it did what we expected, for the most part. So it turns out that we forgot our 10K ohm resistor. Yeah. What kind of resistor is that?
Pull down.
Pull down resistor. That's right. It's supposed to pull the voltage of this down to 0 or as low as it can. I might have to look and see why that's not shutting all the way off. Oh, it's getting closer. Anyway, so that's what was going on with that. Is we forgot our pull down resistor. So now that that's working, Logan has a little surprise. I'm going to power down the Uno while you hook that up, okay? So we're going to use a motion sensor. What is it, Logan?
A motion sensor.
Motion sensor, okay. So what's special about the motion sensor? That we have to give it power in order for it to work. So it has more spots than the button.
Yeah.
So we'll get it plugged onto the.
That has 4.
Well, yeah, but we don't have to have all 4 of them hooked up. Okay, so do you remember which one's the ground? So we need the signal, we need power, and we need ground, right? What's that one going to be? Is that going to be your power?
Yeah.
All right.
This is positive. And negative.
Okay.
And then we need this.
That's our trigger wire or our signal wire.
Yes, it goes in the middle.
Okay, and then I think we're also going to use our, what is it? What type of resistor?
Pull down.
Pull down resistor. Yeah. Okay, so now comes the tricky part. Everybody needs to stay very, very still. Here we go, I'm powering it up. Do you want to try and move in front of it?
Maybe having the cover.
Maybe we got it hooked up backwards. Ground, voltage out, voltage in. I didn't look at the specs. I hope we're giving it the right voltage. Well, without the without the pull down resistor, it works. Oh, it went out. So the pull down resistor was messing with it. So let's give it a second. Give it a second to reset. Oh no, it'll reset if you stop moving. Okay. Do you see it? All right. That's awesome. Are we one step closer to our under the bed sister detector?
And dog.
And dog. Oh. All right. So I think that completes part 1 of the PWM. And puts us one step closer to our final project. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
You don't sound too excited, but that's okay.
Goodbye.
I can see the smile on your face. I forgot to hit record.
What?
Just kidding.